Hey guys, what's going on? It's Coach Vega. As you guys know, exercising is extremely important. But besides exercising, you have to get your rest. And one thing that I recommend before you guys actually go to bed is to do a full body static stretch. Okay, now a little disclaimer. I'm not a physical therapist, I'm not a personal trainer, I'm not a doctor, okay? All this stuff that I've learned through my studies at FIU with anatomy and physiology, okay? Looking at other physical therapists, getting their opinions, talking with them, okay? It's extremely important that you static stretch right before you go to bed, okay? Because of course after you work out, that's when your muscles decrease in size, okay? And if you really want to have that full flexibility the next day, go ahead and static stretch. You realize a big difference. If anything, I challenge you for an entire week, okay, to static stretch and then go to the gym. You'll notice that on your squats, you'll be able to go lower. You'll notice that in your bicep curls, you'll be able to actually do the full range of motion, all the way down, all the way up, because you actually have that flexibility within the joint, okay? And don't confuse mobility with flexibility. Go ahead and YouTube that. I recommend Athlete Next, Jeff Cavalier. He breaks it down on a really good scale, and again, he's a physical therapist, so you know he knows what he's talking about. So I'm just going to show you really quickly some basic static stretch exercises that you can do before going to bed. As always, YouTube some relaxing video as you do this, okay? And then the moment you're done, go ahead and go to bed, okay? So let's begin from the head, from the top, all the way down to the body, okay? And these exercises, and they usually take about 25 to 30 minutes, okay? But I'm gonna breeze through them just so you can see what you gotta do and to see what's the main focus is, okay? So let's go ahead and begin. The first thing you're gonna do, okay, is just stand nice and relaxed, scaps pulled back, okay, shoulder blades pulled back, chest out to the air. You're just gonna breathe a little bit. Take in about, breathe in for 3 seconds, breathe in 3 times, breathe out 3 times. So you're gonna breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. You're gonna do this 3 times, closing your eyes, and just completely relax. Remember, this is a relaxation exercise, okay? The point of static stretching is again to elongate the muscles and just relax the body before you go to bed, okay? So go ahead and breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, okay? When you're done doing your 3 breaths, okay, again, we start from the head and work all the way down to our toes. So what I recommend is this. Drop your head down, okay, and just let it stay there, okay? Don't put pressure, don't try to drop it down, just let it hang, okay? When you're done, look up and let it hang again. And just do this for about 10 to 12 seconds, okay? Then, same thing, look to your right, and then look to your left, alright? And then we're going to stretch out our traps now, okay? I want you to get this hand very gently, put it behind your back, okay? And then pull your head slightly and very gently, okay, to the other side. Notice that if I'm doing my left behind my back, I'm going to tilt my head to the right to expose my trap, okay, and to stretch it out. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to grab it, put it behind, and just very lightly put it there. Stop where you feel it tight. And then again, just hold it there for about, again, 10 to 12 seconds, okay? You just want to elongate the muscle, that's all. Alright? When you're done here, okay, we're going to start from our neck. Let's go to our shoulders, okay? For the shoulders, let's go ahead and bring our hands up, alright? And down. Alright? Up and down. Usually what I like to do is a combination. So I'll go up and then I'll bring it down to the side just to get a little rotation in. Then I go to the side, up, okay? And again, this is simply just little stretches here and there to help in the healing process, okay? Once you're done with the shoulders, okay, you're going to get this arm and you're going to bring it across. You're going to collect it right at the elbow and you're going to pull, okay? If you notice, watch my shoulder blade as I pull. Here's normal. Now look what happens when I pull across my chest. If you notice, you'll begin to see my scapula will be pulled across my chest. Okay? This is going to help to stretch your latissimus dorsi, your teres major, teres minor, just the muscles that keep that shoulder in line. Okay? You're going to hold it like that, and the same thing, you're going to do the other arm. Okay? When you're done with both arms, since you're already at this position, right? We're gonna do our tricep now. So what I recommend, because the tricep is actually hooked up to your forearm, okay, and to the back of your scapula, okay, I recommend you actually bring up your hand with the palm facing up, okay, as far up as you can go naturally, okay. If you stop right here, stop right here. If you can go back further because you're more flexible, great. And then you're gonna drop your hand in line, okay. Try to drop your hand in line with your tricep. At that point, grab it and bring it here, okay. Notice you see my full tricep getting extended. I'll do it again here on this side. So I bring it up, okay. I bring it up. I'm getting the full pull, and then straight down. Okay, you can see a little bulge here. Okay, for me, I'm a little bit more flexible, so I can go a little bit further back. Okay, and you just want to hold this again for 10 to 12 seconds. All right. When you're done with your triceps, okay, the next thing you want to do then is you want to go to your chest. Okay, the way I like to do a chest is 2 ways first. First, I'll put my hands behind my head. Okay, I'll round my back by trying to touch my elbows. I'll hold it for about 10 seconds. And then I'll open it up, and I'll just hold it right here. Okay, at my elbows as far apart as possible, keeping my hands up against my head. Okay, and just really feel your chest being pulled. If you look at my pecs when I do it, I'm gonna do it with one arm, see if you can get it. So I have my pecs, okay, in. Okay, I have it contracted. Now watch what happens when I open it. Just keep looking there. You'll notice it begins to widen out. Okay, my pec muscle begins to widen out. Okay. Notice, the farther back I go, the more wider it goes. Why? Because the insertion, okay, is being pulled away from the origin, okay, which is at the sternum. Okay, so you notice that. So I'll do this, right, and I'll hold it here for about 10-12 seconds, and then I'll widen it a little bit more by dropping my hands and then going further back. Okay, just like this. And if you notice, it's a difference between my pecs in, right, where they close at the sternum, versus them being extended out. Okay. Once I'm done here, I'll do another exercise. I'll put my hands behind my back, and then again, I'll try to touch my elbow to elbow. Okay. Again, you'll feel a slight pull in the back here. All right, near your shoulder blade, near your scapula. Okay, on your scapula. You'll feel it there, and that's fine. All right, nice and easy. You also feel it in the inside and around the elbows. Okay. Then you're gonna get knuckle to knuckle. All right, and then you're gonna pull back a little bit. Once again, it stretches out the chest, okay? Notice how when I go like this, my chest opens up more. Alright, and you're just gonna do this for 10 to 12 seconds. Alright. Now, once you're done here, again, we covered what? Neck to shoulders, triceps, right? To chest, okay? We're gonna do our back a little later, alright? Let's go ahead and do our forearms as well, okay? You grab your hand and just gonna very lightly push out forward. Don't hyperextend the joint, okay? You don't want to pull back all the way. You just want to get a nice stretch and then literally push out as you do this, okay? And you're going to feel it right here in your forearm, okay? Just like that. And then same thing, other hand, push straight out, right? And that's it, okay? Again, guys, this is before you go to bed. You're not trying to work out, so don't push yourself, okay? Just nice and lightly extend your muscles. Okay, that's the point of static stretching, to elongate the muscles before you go to bed, so that they don't decrease shorter than they would if you didn't work out, if you didn't stretch before going to bed. All right. So once you're done doing your wrist, okay, there's another one I like to do for the rotator cuff. Okay. At this point, we're gonna go ahead and drop down. All right. And we're gonna go ahead and put our hand like this. Okay. Now this is a good one for the rotator cuff. This one I actually got from the Herbalife 24 DVD, Fit DVD. You know, from the physical trainer who teaches that. So basically, you want to lay on your side, directly on your side, with the elbow grounded. Okay, and you're gonna very lightly push your hand down. Okay, and just stop where it stops. Okay, don't over push it. Just push it to where you can't anymore, and just hold it there. Okay. Again, this works out your rotator cuff. It's one of the very few muscles and slash joints that we rarely pay attention to and that we rarely give any love to. And that's why we end up with a lot of shoulder injuries. You'll notice this when you're doing pec flies, chest workouts, or even bicep workouts, okay? I know it's a shoulder joint, but you realize that because of the extraneous movements of both the chest and bicep workout, you'll feel that pain in the rotator cuff, okay? So you're gonna do this, and that's it. Alright, now since we're already on the ground, let's go ahead and stretch out our abs and our back, okay? So, for the abs, really simple. Lay out, put your hands by your side, toes grounded, and then you're gonna do this position right here, where you're gonna reach your chest out and your abs out to the sky, and then look up. Now mind you, I'm not hyperextending my back, okay? I'm just throwing out my abs towards the front of me. I'm looking up. So I just want to do this, right? For those who are a little bit more flexible, they might try to do the entire, head touching, toe touch, toe touch your head and stuff like that. I'm not a contortionist, so I'm not even gonna try. But just feel that nice stretch in the abs, okay? And then I call this one the black cat, but other people call it different in yoga, okay? Where you're gonna get on your legs like this, alright? Now, round out your back, and then on exhale, you're gonna breathe down and let it just sink in and look up. Then you're gonna round your back. Alright? And then exhale. I'll do one more. And you'll just feel it really open up down your spine. Alright? From this point, since again, we're already on the floor, might as well stay there. Okay? What I'll do is I'll come around here, and I'll sit, and I'll put both legs out. Okay? Now is when we really start working the lower body area, okay? Again, everything here I'm showing you is a full body, but if you're restricted on time, workout, I recommend you static stretch then the area or part of your body that you actually worked out. For example, if you did leg days, you might really put more emphasis on the lower half, okay? If you did chest or back, you might emphasize the upper half versus doing the lower half, okay? For me personally, I like to do full body because it allows me to have that constant flexibility whenever I need it, okay? So, first things first, legs straight out, okay? Knees locked in, okay? You don't want to bend because you're not going to get your full stretch, especially since this stretch requires our hamstrings to be stretched, okay? So, knees locked in place, straight, okay? Legs straight up, and you want to try to tuck in your butt as much as possible, okay? Back. Like I said, you're going to go ahead and walk it down, okay? And breathe out as you do this. Okay? Once again, this exercise, okay, is to stretch out your hamstrings. So you should feel it down here, okay? More importantly, you should feel it in your hamstrings, okay? Remember, the muscles up here are your quads, okay? And they help you to flex your legs straight, okay? Or to extend, okay? If you notice the machines called leg extensions, that's what you're doing, you're working out your quad. But when you curl your legs in, okay, you're working out your hamstring, okay? So to make it easier to understand, think about your arm, okay? Your bicep and your tricep. This would be your tricep, okay? And this would be your bicep, okay? Just think about it like that. So when you stretch this out, you're really stretching out your hamstrings, okay? It's the same thing like doing like this, but of course reverse because look at the elbow, look at the joint, okay? So you're gonna do that, okay? Then you're gonna figure forward, okay? And you're just gonna do one leg, same concept, okay? You're gonna go down very gently, and you wanna go down straight. You don't wanna turn. You wanna go down straight, okay? You're gonna go down and breathe out as you go. And again, just get that nice stretch. The moment you feel that pull, stop right there, and just let it. Just hold it for 10 to 12 seconds, okay? Just get that nice stretch. Remember, it's a relaxation. Then you're gonna do the other leg. Same thing, okay? Once you're done at this leg, okay, let's go ahead and stretch out our quads, alright? Now, a lot of people have the bad habit of doing their quads like this, okay? I want you to take a look at what I'm doing. What are we doing wrong here? First of all, I'm grabbing my foot, okay? This doesn't do anything, it doesn't work on my quad, but it puts a lot of stress on my ankle joint, okay? So I want to grab it at my ankle. Secondly, notice what's going on with my back, okay? While I'm attempting to stretch out my quad, okay, which I get by extending it, okay, notice my lower back is curled, okay? This puts a lot of stress on people's lower back. You'll notice it every time you do this, or when you do it standing up and you try to pull it, what happens? Your lower back starts to hurt, okay? So let's do something here, okay? Promise me you guys will do this from now on. Let's take our lower back out of the equation. How do we do that? We get right on our sides, okay? We're gonna pull our bottom leg up into us, okay? Create a figure four, okay? Then we're gonna grab our ankle and we're gonna stretch out our quad. Very nice and easy. For me, I'm a little bit more flexible, so you'll notice I'll put a little bit more tension on there, okay? But notice, I took my lower back out of the equation. You don't see me arch my back anymore, do you? Right? See? So that's what you want to do, okay? And the same thing, you want to go to the other side, rotate, bring up this leg now, because this is your bottom leg. So you're going to bring this leg up, right? Grab it here at the ankle, okay? And then pull back. And again, I take my lower back out of the equation. I can pull this leg as far back as I want. My lower back will never arch it, okay? And that's how to properly static stretch your quads. Dynamic stretching, something completely different, all right? Once we're done here, okay, now that we've done our hamstring and our quads, let's work out our adductors, okay? The way we do our adductors, I'm sure you guys already know how to call this position, the butterfly. You're gonna put sole to sole, okay, the foot sole to sole. You're gonna try to put in as much as you can, all right? Now, there are different variations to do this, okay? Do what feels comfortable. Remember, it's your body, okay? For me personally, I like to grab it right here on my ankles, and I use my elbows to just put a little bit of weight on the on my legs, on the inner thighs, okay? And I'll just push down very lightly. I'll try to keep my back straight, okay? Because remember, this is nothing but put strain on your back, all right? So you want to keep your back straight. And just put a little bit of tension. That's it. Just a little bit of tension. Let gravity pull the weight of your arms down, okay, and your legs down. Don't put too much pressure. Alright, so let gravity do its thing and just hold it there. Little by little, you'll notice it begins to drop. Okay? If you want to know how to do better saddles or better splits, it's by doing that, okay? By widening your adductors, by getting that flexibility. Alright? Once you're done there, okay, with your adductors, we're gonna do our butt, okay? There are different methods for doing the butt, okay? But a very easy one, okay, is simply stretch out one leg, cross over the other leg. Okay, then get this elbow, put it right into that knee joint, right here, right into that spot, put it down, and then very gently just stretch over and look back. Okay, well, put in pressure. If you don't feel it here, that's alright. There's another way, okay? The other way is you lay on your back, you're gonna put this leg up, and you're gonna bring this one across, like this. Alright, you're gonna put your hands through, grab this leg, put this elbow against that knee joint, and you're gonna pull this leg across from you. Okay? Automatically, just by doing this, I feel it right here. Okay? I already feel it right here on this glute. So I'm just gonna push it nice and easy. Alright? And you're gonna feel a nice stretch. Same thing, the other side. Bring this leg across. Bring it through, alright? Widen this one as you bring this one across that way. Alright, there you go. Remember, you're supposed to feel on your glute, nowhere else. So if you feel it somewhere else, check your form, alright? Now, we did our hamstrings, check. We did our quads, check. We did our adductors, check, okay? We did our glute, right? So next thing we need to work on is our calves, okay? The different variations for the calves, okay? I'm gonna show you two that I do, okay? The first one involves you standing up, but since we're already sitting down, I don't want to get up, but I'm gonna show you the getting up, the standing up, just so you have an idea. You're gonna put one leg out, okay? You're gonna grab, again, back straight, okay? And you're just gonna pull lightly, very gently up, okay? To where this begins to flex here, okay? And if you notice, the moment I did that, look at my calf. It began to be pulled down, okay? Again, here it is contracted, look at it here, it begins to widen, it begins to extend, okay? Again, which is the point of static stretches. So that's one way. Another way I've seen it is a person stands like this, right, and leans forward, okay? Once again, here it is. Now, keep my legs straight, bend in, and you're gonna feel it being pulled, okay? But my favorite is if I'm already on the floor, right, I want to stay here on the floor. I'm about to go to bed. I want to take it easy on my body. So what I'll do is I'll turn around and I'll get into a downward facing dog position, okay? Now, again, this is for those that can actually hold up their body in a push-up position. I don't recommend this if you can't do that, okay? If you can't do that, do the other two methods where you're standing, okay? But if you have the ability to hold up your body in a push-up position, okay? Again, this is downward facing dog. And what you're gonna try to do is have your hands right over you and try to touch your heels up to the floor, okay? But you're not just gonna sit down, you're not gonna bend, you're gonna keep your legs straight. So, look again, my calves. I'm gonna bring it down very nice and easy. And already I begin to feel it on my calves. So again, this is how it look if I just do it like regular. And then look what happens to my calves. Notice, I don't get into a ball anymore because I'm stretching out that ball. And I'll just wait here a little bit. And once I'm done there, I will actually do this. I actually get down and I'll just stay like this and I'll roll over very easily. I'll put down my legs, put down my hands, and I'll just close my eyes and I'll take a couple of breaths like this just to help me relax, okay? If you know you're gonna pass out, do it in your bed, okay? But remember, you just static stretched, okay? Which means you extended your muscles of your body, okay? So that when they heal at night as you're sleeping, okay, they can recuperate easily. If you take Restore after you work out right before you go to bed, okay, Restore will only go as far as you allow your body to go, okay? So if you get that static stretch, okay, it'll be easier and more beneficial to you, okay, and just the entire restoration of your muscles, okay? Again, when we sleep, our muscles tend, in the healing process, they tend to shorten, okay, and become tighter. Okay, as an athlete, you don't want that. You want to be able to maneuver quickly. You want to be able to do whatever you had to do, okay, without it being cold, without being it so tight, okay? And plus, if you want to build muscle, especially for you guys that are trying to build muscle, and women too, okay, you're not going to build muscle if you got this short little peak that can't even extend out and in, okay? So very important, guys. Static stretching, extremely important before you go to bed, okay? I challenge you, do your homework, okay? What I've shown you here today is what I personally do out of just my own experience, out of my own, trial and error, okay? But I challenge you, okay? Learn more about static stretching. Learn different routines and exercises, okay? Remember, make it fun, make it enjoyable. This is your life, okay? This is your healthy, active life. You are the ones, I remember this quote, it says, your physique is in your hands, okay? So take responsibility for your body, take responsibility for yourself, okay? And again, very important, static stretch, okay? Guys, I love you, I thank you. Big props to my cameraman, Chuck, okay? Herbert Chuck 88, okay? And that's it, guys. Good night. God bless you guys. I love you. Peace.